Hello. So guys, are you looking for a way on how to play the latest Tomodachi Life Living the Dream Nintendo Switch game into your PC? If you want to know this and want to try out this game right now, then this is the guide that you need to watch, because I'm going to teach you everything that you need to get started. So first of all, what you need is that you will need to have all of these files here that I have in my folder. Again, this is the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game, and I have gotten this XCI file format of the game from my legally owned purchase of the Tomodachi Life game. And also you will need to have the latest firmware and product keys for my Nintendo Switch, which is in version 21.0.1, and you'll also need the latest Canary build of Ryubing Emulator, which is version 1.3269, because this is the Canary build that runs Tomodachi Life smoothly. But before you follow this guide, I need you to agree that you have already legally owned and purchased a copy of Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. You have purchased it from Nintendo, from the eShop, Best Buy, or GameStop. So be sure to own the game legally, because we do not condone piracy here in this video tutorial. We'll be doing the emulation and playing this game legitimately. So again, own the game, own a physical copy or digital copy of the game, and also own the Nintendo Switch console, because we need some files from the Nintendo Switch. Now once you agree to this, then you can proceed to this guide. Now, go to Google, to your web browser, and just type in Ryubing Emulator and hit search. The first website that we need to go through is to GitHub of Ryubing Emulator. Click on that, and then just scroll down below and look for something that says you can find the Canary releases here. You can download the latest build, which is version 13272 as of this recording, but for me, we need the Canary version 13269, because this is the build that will allow us to play Tomodachi Life. You can try this latest build later, but for this video tutorial, I'll be using this one because I have tested the game with this build. Now, if you are from Linux or if you are using a Steam Deck, you can get the installers from here, and if you're from macOS, you can also do that. So, but in this video tutorial, we'll be focusing more on the Windows version, so you'll need to download the latest Windows version build. So just click on this and download it, and it's time to install them into your PC. But since I have already this file, I'm just going to skip on the downloading part, and I'm just going to open the file now. So here in my folder, I have the Ryubing's Canary build, and to install this, all you have to do is just to create a new folder, name it Ryubing Canary 13269, so that we'll know which version it is that we're using, and then open the zip file of the Ryubing Emulator. Open the published folder, select all the files that is inside, drag and drop them into this folder here to install the emulator. It's that simple. And once you're done, close the zip file, open the folder now, and double click on the Ryubing's application file here so that it will run the emulator. But since I have already installed this into a different drive, I'm just gonna delete this, okay? I'm gonna delete that and open Ryubing Emulator, and I'm gonna assume that you have also installed Ryubing Emulator. Your Ryubing Emulator will not look like mine. As you can see here, I have lots of Switch games in it, because I have already set up some certain files in Ryubing Emulator so that it will be able to detect all of these games. So you're asking me what are those files, so I'm going to show you what those files are. So these are the files that we need. Again, we need the XCI file format of Tomodachi Life Living the Dream from our legally owned game, which we purchased, and also we need the firmware and product keys of the Nintendo Switch from our Nintendo Switch console. And if you're asking me how to get them, so the most legal way to do this is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which you have modded and installed the custom firmware, because if it has a custom firmware, that means that you can now fully access your Nintendo Switch system files. And once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just look for the firmware and product keys and then transfer them into your PC, just like mine here in zip file format. Now, to get the game, there is no other way around this, but you should purchase the game legally, own a physical copy or digital copy, and then digitally back it up into an XCI file format or NSB file format, just like mine here. Now, if you don't know how to mod or install a custom firmware into your Switch, or dump your very own game that you have legally purchased. So this is the next step for you. I'm just going to help you out and how to get these files. And again, be sure that you own the game and you own the console legally. Now prepare your mobile phone and then scan this QR code here on the screen. Scan it with your mobile phone so that you will be redirected to the page in getting the files that I've shown you. So once you are in the site, be sure to follow all of the instructions there so that you'll be able to get the files that we need here. So the files that you need are the XCI, the product keys, and the firmware, because we have already downloaded the Canary build here. Now, I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded this into your phone or into your PC. So if you download this to your phone, be sure to transfer them into your PC via USB cable or Bluetooth. And I'm just going to assume that you have these files now. So it's time to install them. So go to Ryubing Emulator again. To install these files, just go to Actions tab here up above and then go to Install Keys, install.keys, select that, and then just create a new folder that is named Keys, just like mine here. Open that and then open the zip file that you have downloaded, the product keys, which I've provided with the QR code. Be sure to follow that and then just select the product keys inside the zip file, drag and drop them here, and then just select product keys, hit open, hit yes, hit OK. Then the next step is to install the firmware. So just go to Actions, go to Install Firmware from XCI. Here's the file. Click on that. Then locate on the latest firmware file, which is version 21.0.1. Again, you got this from the QR code that I provided. So hit open, hit yes, then hit OK. And now your Ryubing emulator is now capable of detecting and playing Nintendo Switch games such as Tomodachi Life. You'll know the installation is successful because it will show you your Nintendo Switch game icon. So as you can see here, it shows Tomodachi Life here. And now for the next step is that we will need to optimize this game so that it will run much better, run perfectly in Ryubing emulator into your PC. And to do that is just look for Tomodachi Life. So I have put it here in the search box, and then right click on the icon and then select the edit custom configuration here. And in this part, just be sure to pause the video and copy every setting that you see here. So these are my settings for the interface and general tab. So the game directories is wherein you will store your Switch games. It can be anywhere into your PC as long as it's in an XCI file format and SP file format, and also in an SSD drive. Once you're done here, just go to input. It's better that you use a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard when playing Switch games, so be sure to connect your controller here, either an Xbox, PlayStation, a PC controller, or a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Map them up according to your liking, but if your controller is having some drifting issues, you could change some settings here to fix that, and that is in the dead zone setting. Be sure to change this to 0.20 for both left and right sticks. And once you're done, go to System. In the System tab, System Region, Language, and Time Zone is subjective. You can change this to your region and language. Here in VSync setting, you have to change this to Switch. FS integrity checks should be checked. DRAM size is in 4 gigabytes. Okay, so that's the option that you need to set. Once you're done, go to CPU. You have to check the PPTC here. And in Memory Manager mode is that you have checked Host on check fastest and safe. That should be the one that you select. In Turbo mode, a multiplier, it is set in 200%. And once you're done, go to the Graphics tab. So this is the most important setting, so be sure to copy them. Here in Graphics Backend should be in Vulkan API. Your preferred GPU is that you have a dedicated graphics card, at least a GTX 1060. This is fairly really old card, so you'll be able to play Switch games if you have a better card than that. Now, in Graphics Backend, multi-threading should be set to auto. Features and enhancement is that you should check enable shader cache, and you should check enable macro HLE. Now in resolution scale, if you have a powerful graphics card and CPU, you can go for 4K resolution here. And if you're just like mine, mid-range kind of build a PC but powerful, now you can go for 1440p, and that is my monitor resolution. And if you are in a low-end side, you have a laptop that is old or a PC that is old, then you can change this to native resolution here. For me, 2x resolution is the best. Now in anti-aliasing, I have set this to the max setting SMA Ultra. If you have an old PC, just change this to none or FXAA. Now in scaling filter, so if you have an old PC again, so be sure to change this to bilinear. But for me, FSR to set to 50%. Now in anisotropic filtering, it should be in 16 times. But if you're having some issues, you can change this to auto. In aspect ratio, 16:9 because that's my monitor resolution. Once you're done here, go to audio. Audio backhand is set to SDL3, volume 100%, or you can change this to 80% when you are doing some recordings, okay? And once you're done, hit apply and hit save. Congratulations, your Ryubing emulator is now fully capable of playing any Nintendo Switch games, such as the all-new Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game. So a little bit of a disclaimer, I'll not be able to show you guys the gameplay of this game running into my PC because we all know how strict Nintendo is and they do not support this kind of content. So if I showed you a gameplay that Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is running perfectly in PC, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. And I hope you guys do understand that part. But I am willing to compromise a little bit and show you proof that this video trail is working. That's why I will try to boot up this game into the title screen. And once I am in the title screen of the game, I'm just gonna stop the emulation from there, okay? And also I'm just gonna blur the screen from here and out so that Nintendo will not be able to hit me with any of their copyright strikes into my channel. And again, please do understand. So here I am now in the title screen of the game and it runs 30 FPS smoothly. I have not installed the 60 FPS mod yet, the graphical enhancements mod. I'll do that in a separate video. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. So I'm just gonna stop the emulation here. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of this game, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them as fast as I can. And if you find this video helpful, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell because that will help me out massively. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and goodbye for now.